Capricorns, well, that came out easy. Hi, you guys, and thanks for coming through. I'm Star. Of course, this is Ascendstar Tarot, and this is going to be for all of my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, however you identify with Scorpio. This is not Scorpio, however you identify with Capricorn. This is going to be the reading for you. Capricorn, are you dealing with a Scorpio? Mayhap it is, mayhap it ain't, or somebody with Scorpio in their chart. You may have Scorpio in your chart. However, you know, Capricorn resonates with you. This is going to be the reading for you. If you are a cross watcher wanting to know what's going on with the Capricorn in your lives, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time coming to the channel, we definitely appreciate you here. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to come and check out Ascendstar Tarot. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Understand that this is a general reading. If it does resonate and you feel like you need to know more, like it is just giving everything that it's supposed to give, then please reach out to me at any of my outlets that'll be listed below, and I will be more than happy to do a personal reading for you. We know that the universe does not have a clock, so the timing could be fluid. So this could happen anywhere around Virgo season, anywhere from August the 23rd to September the 22nd, or anytime we have this energetic lineup again, right? And when we say energetic lineup, we just mean, you know, where the Virgo is the leading energy, and you know we have we have different energies underneath, or different energies that are aligning, right? So like I said, this is Virgo season, and Capricorn, I feel like Virgo, you know, is just your homie. Like Virgo is your cousin. Like you are both earth signs. You know, like you are, Capricorn is like more of the dominant sign. I'll say that when it comes to Virgos and Capricorns, like overall. I feel like a Virgo Capricorn relationship could definitely be a good thing as well. Being that they are, you know, so both goal oriented, and people to actually do stuff, and people to actually get things done. These earth signs, like they get together, they figure it out, and they get it done, they accomplish it. So I feel like this is definitely going to be a good season for you, Capricorn. Understanding Virgo season, you know, this is like all about that Mercury energy. It's also Mercury with that devil energy, so you show up as well. But you know, we always have duality in everything that we do. Although Virgo brings like this very, very feminine energy, like to the earth signs, you know, Capricorn brings like a very dominant, or like that devil like nature to the actual sign itself, or those earth signs itself, right? So it's like this season for everyone, especially during the month of September, is more like a thing of, you know, this hermit energy, like being able to analyze ourselves, what it is that we want, the places that we are actually going. And then recognizing what is actually holding us back from getting there, our actual shadow selves. Like what is it on the physical that is holding us back from getting, you know, to getting to the things that we want emotionally, from getting to the things that we want physically, you know, things of that nature. Being able to recognize those things, taking responsibility for those things, and being able to build upon them so that we can manifest and get everything that we actually want out of what it is that we need, so that we can prosper, so that we can have the happy conclusions, and we can just be fruitful and just multiply, you know, and just bring that positive energy into our lives that we actually need, right? So that is the overall energy of itself. This is, you know, just being pure at heart, you know, trying to help other people. This is really being able to analyze not only ourselves, but those that are around us, the situations that we are in. Analyze definitely things that are in the physical. What is holding us back physical? You know, what is holding us back emotionally? What is holding us back spiritually? Like all of that, just being able to analyze it all, right? So in that analyzation, you know, speaking of analyzation, you know, here at the Ascendstar, we do not, when it comes to different religions and things of that nature, we understand unity, and that truth is given in it all. So a lot of times, because tarot is a universal language, I feel like spirituality overall is a universal language. So I do, because of my own Christian roots, and because of the Christian roots of a lot of people that I know that are now transitioning into like this whole spiritual thing, right? A lot of people need like that Christian understanding to kind of be able to bridge things, understanding if that is your roots, like it is hell within you. Like there are certain truths within that you just can't let go, right? So we know that, if you've been listening to me long enough, you know that this year is the year of Aquarius, right? We're in a time and an age of Aquarius, and that is related to the disciple Jesus. So just like we have 12 zodiacs, we have 12 disciples, and those 12 disciples are representative of the 12 zodiac, just like the 12 zodiacs are representative of the actual disciples themselves. So we know that Aquarius is Judas, right? So not only is Aquarius Judas, when we're looking at Virgo, then Virgo is actually going to be Philip. Who is Philip, you say? I know you're saying that. You're like, who? I'm going to say 90% of the people that I know, unless you are actually in theology, you're in some line of clergy yourself, or, you've been in the pulpit, or you're teaching or discipleship of yourself, you probably don't even know who Philip is, right? Well, Philip is, of course, one of the 12 disciples. He originally started off with, John the Baptist. That's who he was with, right? And John the Baptist and Jesus, like, they was cool, so when Jesus went to talk to John the Baptist, like, that's when Philip ended up following him, and he enjoyed the teachings that Jesus gave, and then he went out and he spoke and delivered the same messages that Jesus went and delivered. And then he actually introduced Bartholomew to Jesus. Like, Bartholomew, like, we over here with Jesus, honey, we kicking it, we having fun, you come kick it with us, Bart. That's how it had went. That's how that conversation was, because Philip and Bartholomew and Jesus, they was all humans, they was all people like us, right? So they talk like us, they had conversations just like we do. But anyway, so yeah, so even when Jesus, he went and he fed the 5,000 with the fish and the loaves of bread, like, he had to figure out how to do that. Like, it's not like, he had this crate that was sitting there, and every time it got empty, it just automatically, filled up. Like, nah, that's not what happened. Philip went to him, and Philip was like, hey, Jesus, now we got all these people to feed, but I don't know how we gonna do it. Philip showed up like Big Mama, and Big Mama had 10 kids and 17 grandkids, and, she was able to feed everyone, right? So Philip kind of went in, and, Philip was like, okay, well, this is how we're going to have to do this, so he was the one who was able to ration out everything and figure out how it was supposed to go and who was supposed to get it and who got what, so he helped analyze those numbers and break those things down. That's what Virgo does. And not only did he do that, right, the Last Supper, Jesus was sitting there, he was telling him, like, y'all, like, this is going to be the last time we together, because I have to go. I'm going to a place. I'm going to my Father's house, so I can prepare a home for all of y'all, because y'all not going to be here forever. So when y'all get where I go, I'm going to prepare, so when y'all come, like, the bed going to be made, and y'all ain't got to worry about, the light and the air conditioning. I'm going to have everything taken care of for y'all, okay? I hope y'all can rock with this. This is not blasphemous. I hope you're not thinking it's blasphemous, but, like, I'm just saying, like, we can definitely have fun when teaching, right? Even if we're talking about spiritual stuff. But anyway, so after Jesus, was just telling them what he was going off to do, so Philip came back, and Philip was like, well, if you going, you going to do this, your daddy going, look out for all of us. Like, let me meet your daddy then. Like, what's up? Like, tell your daddy to come down here. Why your daddy ain't at dinner with us, Jesus? That's what he had asked Jesus. And Jesus was like, so he had looked at Philip, and he was like, Philip, he ain't had said it out loud, but he was thinking it, and he was like, Philip really trying me right now, But then, Jesus was calm because he was Jesus, and Jesus said, he said, anyone who has seen me has also seen my Father, So if you know that I'm here, and you know that I'm the truth, and you know that I'm the light, and everything that I've been telling you is because of who my daddy is, then hey, look, son, like, this is what it is, okay? Like, you've already seen him. So Philip also challenged ideas, because he was analytical. He wanted to understand everything. Like, if you said it, show me how it goes, Jesus. Show it to me. Show me where you're at, right? So that's basically, you know, the overall Virgo energy, what we have going on this month. Like show and tell, you know, like analyze things, be modest, be practical, you know, stay to yourself if you have to. A lot of us might be staying to ourselves more anyway, you know, like the summer is dying down, you know, it may get a little cooler. Everybody's not outside all the time anymore, you know, so just be mindful of that, you know. Definitely wishing you all love and light throughout this Virgo season, right? So let's go ahead and get into this energy that we have on the board. So 3 of Wands is what you are coming in as. And I want to ask you, Capricorn, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? It's like you have this, you know, you've progressed a lot, you know, like you have put some irons in the fire. But I also see it's almost like, you know, you're waiting for things to come. Like something else just hasn't come through the way that you wanted it through. It's just like something that you were not. I feel like you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, like but here's the okay, and this is like what I was trying to do. It's like, Capricorn, you're waiting on something, but it's almost like you don't even know what the hell you're waiting on. It's like it's almost like it's just this feeling that you have, like something just isn't right, like something just isn't whole, like something isn't bringing you the success and the pleasure that you wanted, like during the success. It's like the success is here, what I was going after is here, but even though I have it right now, I still just don't have it right now. Like it's like still not there. It's like I'm wearing my, you know, I walk around with my passions. Everybody can see that I'm real passionate and I'm moving forward and nothing is gonna stop me. And there's definitely something out there on the horizon. You know, it's like I feel it, but I don't know what it is. It's like a smell, you know, it's like a familiar smell or something that just like comes about. And you know that you know the smell, but you just don't know where the hell you know the smell from. And it's like, it's confusing. And I feel like it confuses you as well. I feel like sometimes with this, you actually get on your own nerves. You know? Because okay. So I've gotten this energy with you before, right? So it's like you're looking out, you want more, right? Like there's definitely more that you are looking for in life. Like you are so sure of yourself. You reek confidence. People love to be around you because it's almost like you are like that bright ray of sunshine. Like when you come through, people love for you to hear about your passions, to hear about what it is that you're doing, to hear about where it is that you're going. Like you love to share that stuff with people. It's like you come around, Capricorn, and you actually make people believe, you know, that things are actually possible. Like, you know, like everything is just going in the direction. It's like you are a celebration. Like you just come around and everybody is just like happy to see you, and you like live on that energy, right? Right? But then, even though you are bringing that into other people, there is no one that brings that to you. As much as you are like, so for some of you Capricorns, you're actually, So I'm getting like this like single energy, right? I'm not really getting that you're like partnered up, like with anybody. Like there's like no exclusivity. Is that a word? We just made it one. Um, like you don't have any exclusive relationships. Like, you know, like you do what you do when you feel like doing it, right? Um, as far as like when it comes to like relationships and actually dealing with people. Um, I and people see a lot of you and like what you have going on, but you are not fulfilled with all of this stuff. It's like you have like I almost feel like Capricorn, you feel like you missed out on an opportunity, right? You feel like there's this opportunity that you just basically missed out on because you were so focused on what was to come, and you were just out like just basically just like having fun. And maybe when the opportunity presented itself to you, like initially, like it was just something that was boring. It looked boring. It just didn't look like something that you would actually want, like something you can actually, like something you could actually make a part of what you wanted. But then at the same time, it was like you wasn't clear on what you wanted anyway. Like what were you doing? And it's like this Virgo season is like coming along, and it's making you reanalyze that stuff. Like you know, like it's making you reflect right now. Like what were you doing? Like what was it that was actually holding you back from this actual energy? What was it that was, you know, kind of like holding back the love in your life, right? And being able to commit to something that you fully, you know, want to be responsible for, and you're able to manifest from it. But it's like with this four of cups, for some of you, you've missed the opportunity. For others of you, like the opportunity is still there. You are actually getting another chance, but are you gonna miss it again? Because see, this is the thing, right? So Capricorn, you're not very emotional, right? And you're actually showing up as this King of Swords, right? So I feel like anybody who has been with you, anybody that you've been in a relationship with, they are probably very, very kind of like submissive, right? You are definitely the strong person in the relationship. So it may be sometimes like they like really just had to force conversation out of you, because you're always out here, you're always trying to show strength in everything that you do. You really don't show like that much emotion when it comes to it. So it's like you probably know yourself, the reason that you've missed this opportunity is because, you know, you cool. You know, everybody gets to see what you do. You don't mind feeding into other people, but you come off very detached and you come off very hard to read. And sometimes this may actually be your safety mechanism, but not only is it your safety mechanism, it's also causing you to come off cold and impersonal. And it's like, you just cut off emotions, like you just like cut off feelings, and it's kind of hard, especially if someone is actually into you and somebody is actually digging you, and they actually want to talk to you. If you're like coming off this way, like so direct, like you shut other people down, you have to be mindful of how you impact those that are actually around you, because you have a really big presence, and what you are looking for is going to, in order for you to get that energy, that the love, the passion, the desire, in order for you to get all of that, you have to shed away some of that hardness, like some of that cruelty. I know you don't mean to be that way. Nobody ever actually means to be that way, but you are coming up that way, right? Like, it's like you're sitting on this throne and you are protecting all of your feelings. You are not allowing anyone in, but at the same time, you want people in. That kind of doesn't make sense. Or it may be just this one in particular person that you want in, and you can't get to them. And the reason this person doesn't open up to you, right? Like they have the same wall that you have up. You may be dealing with someone with this Four of Cups here. You may be dealing with someone that is very, very intuitive, somebody that is very, very spiritually inclined, right? Somebody who may even be an empath themselves. You may very well be very spiritual yourself, but the person that you were talking to or the person that you are dealing with, they see and they feel your walls. So they don't open completely up to you. They may come out and they may say a little bit and then you react partially, or you don't fully give in to the feeling and they go on about their business, right? Because no one wants to put in the work where they're putting in the work by themselves. And it may very also be likely, I have to be honest with you, that you were actually probably open to this person before, but there was like no commitments. And so they were probably trying to figure you out too, but you're hard to read. So with you being hard to read, they probably just shut down, right? Like hell, if you're gonna give me what I want, if I can't get the conversation, if I can't get the communication, then what's the point? The only conversation and communication piece that is here is the King of Swords. And he is showing up in a way that is just, unattached. No one can actually get to him because he sits on his throne and he kind of like knows it all. And he kind of like tries to control everything, right? So it's kind of hard to bring it on in. It's kind of hard to talk to him. It's kind of hard to relate to him, right? But there is good news that is coming in, especially if it's related to work. If you've been out here and you've been looking for a job, like the job that you want, like I said, like you just might not be happy where you're at, then that is definitely getting ready to come in for you. Like Spirit is definitely coming in here with the Strength cards, telling you to be optimistic, be cheerful, like have fun, like things will and they do get better, but you have to be able to open up as well. Learn not to be so serious, Capricorn. I know emotions are just not your thing, like you looks like you've been having fun, like playing the field, but the Strength card is here and it's saying it's time for you to recognize what's actually holding you back, and you got to be strong. You got to be strong enough to get through that. And I know you are, Capricorn, because that's who you are. Like you are strength, like you are balanced. Like you can definitely manifest anything that you want to manifest, but you're only able to do that through strength, recognizing your actual weaknesses. I feel like for a lot of you, like this actually has a lot to do with work as well, but there's no pentacles here. There's no pentacles. There's no pentacles. There's no communication, but they're coming. They're soon to come. Like, of course, you have this money sign. Like, money, 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 money. Make it rain. I don't think you're just making it rain in money, though. Like, I don't. I feel like money and finances are good, but it's your home life. Make it rain. Commit to it. Go all in. Fucking apologize. Because you've been coming off as this King of Swords. Like, fucking apologize already. Seriously, just do it. Like, you're making the situation so much harder than it has to be. Ask a fucking expert. Get outside of your own head. Actually share that information with someone. Have that conversation. Because this conversation is blocking you from going to your next phase. Like, ask for fucking help. Don't rely on your friends on the internet. Listen to a professional person. Somebody that actually knows what it is that they're doing and how to get you to that next phase, okay? All right, what's your last card? Step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Are you in a diet right now? Are you hangry? Eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some. Have fun, because like right now, like you are actually in a mundane type of energy. Like you're really not having fun. You're not able to see what the next step is. It could be related to money. It could be related to relationship. You know what it is better than I do, Capricorn. This is a little lengthy reading, but thanks for coming through. You are always appreciated. If you have not yet, please go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know how this resonates throughout Virgo season for you. Thank you for coming through and spending your most valuable currency with me, which is your time. Have a great day and go be great, Capricorn.